Come on. What the hell? She woke up and took me by the hand. She's gonna love me in my Chevy van. That's all right with me. Sorry, guys. How you doing? I'm just getting a thumbnail on this live, and then we'll commence to talkify it. She woke up and took me by the hand. She's gonna love me in my Chevy van, and that's all right with me. So let's turn that on. Get in here. She woke up and took me by the hand. She's gonna love me in my Chevy van, and that's all right with me. God, you gotta love the 70s when you could just make a song about fucking in a van and everybody's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What's this song about? Fucking in a van? Awesome. No, no, I'm sans papers. Un momento, por favor. That should do it. That'll get me through a little stretch. Okay. Is that all on now? One second, guys. Sorry, I'm almost with you. I just got to get everything checked, I's dotted, T's crossed. So we still have a lot more to come over there. And how many do we have here? Okay. All right. 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 Okay. Tom the Vulture? What does that even mean? If only they had used Roman numerals, they said. MAGA could have never figured it out, the 8647 thing. That's so goddamn true, it's ridiculous. This this little brush right here, this little thing for your tray, it comes in so handy. This is so fantastic. I like it very much. We got the my wife got the grinder smooth rolling again, so we can start attacking this sack right here. Oh my god. Is that weed? Yes, it is. You're gonna start using 8647 for all your 4-digit pins? It's fucking brilliant. Rolling a new bat just a while. Well, right on. Let's see what we got here. Love your beard. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Oh, all month. That'll last all month. Sweet flat top. Thank you. Did you ever watch Sven? Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if it was yeah growing up. Yeah, but yeah, Svengoolie. Yeah, Berwyn. Fuck yeah. And then I lived in Berwyn for a period of time, and so it's kind of like mandatory that you know about him at that point in time. No, saying 8647 is not a death threat. How do I like my steak cooked? Well done. Oh my god, it's so fucking. It's so goddamn good. Someone get grandpa. He needs a nap. Who are you talking about, Zark? I worked as a server in restaurants in the 80s. We said 86 100 times a day. Yeah. Yeah. You're an aggressive gay. Well, good for you. Everybody's got to have a purpose in life. Yours is to be the aggressive gay. Amen. Jesus is Lord. Okay. Tom, you're one of the greatest. Thank you very much. You're going to make your own 8647 sign? Should we put one up in the background? Let's see if we can't piss some people off here today. Ooh, that's not what we wanted to do. No, Mikey, that's not. Is that what we wanted to do? Oh, let's see here. No, that one's too big. That one's. Oh, there you go. That one might work. Sunny day, chasing the clouds away. Gonna say 8647. We got to do it in cartoon format for the fucks that don't get it. 86 de 47. You know what I think aggravates him the most? Him being Donald Trump. I think what aggravates Donald Trump the most out of all of this is that he loves to talk about how he's 47, he's 47, 40, 45, 47, 40 this, 40 this. And now somebody has taken that and spun it into 86, 47, and he's pissed that they figured out a way to use 47 in a negative. Today is brought to you by the numbers 86 and 47. 86 and 47. Right. That this isn't murder over politics. Aren't all you liberals still pissed from 2 years ago? Not nearly as pissed as you guys were that a black man was president for 8 years. One of my friends has a granddaughter named Tommy Marie. Right on. Nice count impression. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's not a skill that I work on, so it's not very good, but it's there when I need it. Oh, that case against Comey's gonna get tossed out lickety split, just like the last one was tossed out. He's never gonna actually convict Jim Comey on anything. He should, and here's the thing, is in the wake of this 8647 lawsuit, first, let's do this. In the wake of this 8746 or 8647 lawsuit, all these Republicans are talking about all these things that James Comey supposedly did. Oh, he lied to us under oath, and he spied on the president, and he did this illegally and he did that illegally. Okay, then why aren't you charging him with those? Why are you charging him with posting a meme? You guys keep telling me outside of court all of these things that he supposedly did, but I'm not hearing about any of that shit inside court. Why? Well, the reason why we're talking about it is because a former director of the FBI is under indictment right now. That's why it needs to be talked about. James Comey has to go in the fucking court and defend his freedom against this nonsense. And if this could happen to the former director of the FBI, it could happen to either one of us. That's why. Kelly, how you doing? How about 4786? Well, it doesn't quite work that way. Who's touchy, Vincent? You really think a judge is going to take this seriously? No, it doesn't matter if a judge does or does not take it seriously. Jim Comey has to get a lawyer and go to court to defend his freedom. That is something that should be taken seriously. That we have a president of the United States and a Department of Justice that is willing to carry out vendettas against people who did not break crimes. That's a problem that needs to be talked about. I'm here. What did I miss? Oh, you missed an entire 37.5 minute conversation about ancient Peruvian basket weaving. I'm sorry that you weren't here for that. You're going to have to replay the video or the live once it's converted into video form. Well, right on, Kelly. You didn't really miss much, Louis. We're talking about the indictment of James Comey, how ridiculous it is, but yet how it needs to be taken seriously because it is still the president of the United States threatening an American citizen's freedom for posting a meme that he didn't like. It's a very, very, very serious problem. Sorry. It is the dumbest shit. It's absolutely insane that this is what this country has come to. Yes, every day it's something with this fucking guy. Literally every day. Last night, overnight, he posted an image on Truth Social of it's a map of the Strait of Hormuz, and over it it says the Strait of Trump. Which I have absolutely no doubt that at some point in time he's going to try and name a body of water after himself, or a territory after himself, or a mountain after himself. I have absolutely no doubt. Chris, thank you very much. Hang on one second, Chris. However, um, I thought that him calling the Strait of Hormuz the Strait of Trump was very apropos, considering it's closed and not working right now. While TDS isn't a real medical diagnosis, I can't help but feel I'm going crazy from dealing with madness of this magnitude. Oh, no. No, 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 you're not crazy. He's crazy. It's not you, it's him. Yes, he does wanna prosecute anybody that criticizes him. "Yo, what's happening, Tom? 2 months ago, I got demolished by a car and shattered my leg and clavicle." Ooh, ouch, brutal. "Bro, have some oatmeal and take a nap and shut the fuck up." You're in the wrong live, Rich. I think that you need to go to a live that wants you. "Me and my 25 buddies ain't scared of you." Who the fuck said you should be? Eventually he'll name the Atlantic Ocean the Trump Ocean. Right, he's going to name something else after himself. That's his MO. Yeah, his hands do get bruised and covered with makeup. It's an effect, I believe, of well, it's what my father went through. It's an effect of a failing heart, and something that's on blood thinners. Isn't what a threat, Vincent? Him and his 25 buddies not being afraid of me? Yeah, it would be a threat if he actually had 25 buddies. Put his face on Mount Rushmore? He wants to put his face on Mount Rushmore. It's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. How's my fishers? Gregan, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. What your mother did to you was awful, but move on for God's sake, get over it. Fuck you. I have gotten over it. I use it to talk about as part of my past. But you don't get to tell anybody what they should and shouldn't move past. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. You miserable piece of shit. Okay? All right. Glad we had this chance to talk. Momentarily, Lori, momentarily. You should go make your wife's boyfriend a sandwich. Is this really all you guys got? See, this is what guys, this is what I was talking about when I made that video like a week or 2 ago, how I deserve a better class of troll. This is what I'm drawing here. I have how many fucking what now? Thank you, Philip, for the $2. TDS is in fact a MAGA thing. What are we looking at here? 353, approaching 354,000 subscribers. And this is the level of troll I get? It's embarrassing. I see so many other content creators with so many better trolls. People that could actually make a cogent argument, but not me. Not me. You know that the person that made the most death threats against me over the period of time, hey MAGA, crawl under a rock again. Thank you for the $2 again. The person who sent me the most death threats since I've been doing social media was a 14-year-old kid. Um, dozens and dozens and dozens of screenshots sent to the FBI. Um, of dozens of threats by this person through multiple different accounts, and the FBI investigated and made contact. And when the last time I spoke to the agent about it, he said, "So, just to let you know, the mother and father of this 14-year-old behind the accounts was rather shocked to learn that their home was the target of an FBI um, investigation due to online harassment, which they take very seriously, by the way, the FBI. Whew. Online threats, damn, they do not fuck around. They track IP numbers now, they find you. Anyway, there's a 14-year-old kid upstairs making threats, and the FBI came a knocking one day. Hey, you know, we got what they call them terroristic threats because they threaten to um, unalive me and my children and my wife multiple times. They threatened to blow up my house multiple times. Said that there was a bomb on my front porch and asked if my daughter go get it off the porch and called her out by name. Said they were going to abort my children with their shotgun. They were going to cut me up and throw me in the river near our house. Used to put satellite images of my house, which I don't give a shit about that because I mean my address is public and well known. Used to put satellite images of my house on TikTok with text laid over the screen that says I had children trapped in cages in the basement and just really off the wall insane shit. I have been dealing with FBI agents for years. Got to know a few of them on a first name basis. Oh, there are 8647 shirts all over the place. Just like the right sold 8646 shirts when Biden was in office and posted that and whatnot and what have you. Well, see, that's I think that that should happen anyway with Alcatraz. He wants to reopen Alcatraz as a prison, which is stupid, but if that's what he wants to do, reopen it. Reopen that island prison in the Bay of San Francisco. And then when we get a real president and we get a real Department of Justice and we go after everybody that's in the Epstein files, we put all of Epstein's people on that island in that prison together. That should be the prison that houses all of Epstein's people forever. I want all of those motherfuckers to look out their window, their little barred window, every day for the rest of their lives and see the beautiful city of San Francisco going on with life without them. And I think that they should put Bill Clinton's cell right next to Donald Trump's cell. Make sure that those two motherfuckers have to talk to each other for eternity. Yes, make sure you are registered to vote. Make sure that you are checking your registration every month leading up to the midterms. And then make sure you have a plan to vote. Yes, tomorrow is May. Tomorrow is the beginning of the busiest month of our schedule, bar none. Every year, year in and year out. The month of May is insane for us. And this May is going to be even more insane. San Francisco is a liberal paradise, yes. You get a new phone next week. What's a plan to vote? Okay, so the plan to vote would be I'm either gonna I want to vote by mail. I want to vote early. I don't want the polls are always long on election day, so I want to get to my local village hall and vote early. And to do that, these are the days and hours that they're open. So I'm gonna plan to go on this day, and then maybe I'm gonna plan to maybe take some friends or coworkers. Make a plan. Figure out how you're going to vote and don't just wait until election day and go shit and then you show up and there's a 3 hour line and you just can't do it. You know what I mean? You have like 30 birthdays, Mother's Day, and graduation. So our May begins with us seeing a comedy show tomorrow night. And then we have, so that's the first. The 7th is our wedding anniversary. The 10th is Mother's Day. The 13th is my birthday. The 16th is Maggie's birthday. The 17th is the anniversary of my sister in law's passing. The 18th is Maggie's due date for her baby. Um, you got Memorial Day weekend. Our son goes to Orlando this month in May to compete in the Nationals for the History Bee. You have him, he graduates. He has his trip to Six Flags Great America. Um, yeah, it's we got to move Lily out of college. It stacks up. Gavin or Maggie's boyfriend graduates. It's all in May. It's all right fucking there. Who am I seeing? Tom Papa. Tom Papa. Well, you take all of that and you say busy time for us. You take all of that and you throw in the fact that when I was working, I was a landscape contractor, so May was my busiest month. I put the most hours in May every year for 26 fucking years. And both the girls, Maggie and Lily, both played travel softball. So on top of our wedding anniversary, my birthday, Mother's Day, Memorial Day, Maggie's birthday, all of the shit that goes into May, you had all of that softball and all of that landscape work. So May has always been fucked up. And then next year, you have my birthday, Mother's Day, Maggie's birthday, Memorial Day weekend. The baby turns 1, and Lily graduates from college. For my last email. Yes, and then we're in June, we're relaxing, as my wife said. We have a couple of birthdays and Father's Day, and I don't even give a shit necessarily about Father's Day, more for my father-in-law than me. We're gonna fucking relax because then we have a July that is just as fucking crazy. But I mean, Tommy's still gonna be moving in June because he's got weightlifting for football camp. Okay, so Yorker says gas here in Chicagoland is 4.99 now. It's $5. Yes, so we have a pilot gas station on the other side of the highway from us that just the other day was like 404, 407. And then I went to go get gas there yesterday on my way back from running around, so early afternoon, and it was 460 or 459. So 460. I said, fuck that, we're not getting it. The gas station 6 miles down the road in the direction that we're heading has gas for 404. So we went and got the gas for 404. And when we left to go get that gas station that was at 459 had jumped to 499 in just a couple of hours. Went down to got the gas, went and did the event that we were supposed to go to, and on our way back, it was 519. Like Renee and I were looking at each other going, what the fuck is going on? And yeah, Chicagoland area gas right now is hovering 475, 480, and oil keeps skyrocketing. I haven't even looked at the Dow all day. Looked at the Dow. The fuck? Oh, look at that. It's up 800. It's almost back to 50,000. Holy shit. It's a festivus for the rest of us. Stock market today. Dow adds 700 points. Meta falls. Eli Lilly up 10%. Dow rallies 700 points. S&P 500 hits new high as strong Alphabet Caterpillar earnings overshadow Iran worries. That's good for your 401k right there. Hopefully that equates into higher weed grower stock prices. That shit's trading at a buck something right now. Meta falling is always good. Slow down. I make money off of Meta too. Slow down. YouTube is not the only place I'm monetized. I'm monetized on Facebook and Instagram. And trying to get my wife to post some more stuff to Facebook and Instagram and get her up to the monetization point as well. I want 9 streams of revenue here. I wonder how much it is for Kroger's. Kroger does gas like a Sam's Club or a Walmart, or I mean a Costco then? I don't know, we don't have Kroger's around here. People keep voting for the red and blue teams. What do you expect to change? Well, 73-16, I understand that the two-party system is fucked up, but who would you have them vote for? We're getting bent over dry by gas prices. Yeah, it's going to be a really bad summer if this shit, even if this shit comes to a halt now, we're still going to feel it at the beginning of the summer. But oh, I don't like Zuck either. But goddamn it, I'm going to make money off the motherfucker. Just like Amazon. Amazon's a big evil corporation that doesn't pay its people well, or whatever the arguments are against it. It's still the only place a guy like me can self-publish books effectively. Sorry, first day with the new lips. I need an adult to help with the other pages. I'm going to help you with the other pages. By the way, my hookup of the new TikTok with repurpose went well. Everything's moving over, so should be good for the editing process. I'll tell you right the fuck now, though. I'll tell you right the fuck now. Alaskan Air better stop sending me motherfucking invitations, because I'm not booking another vacation until I get everything paid down this year that I want paid down. We're not booking another vacation, and these motherfuckers are like, "Hey, back by popular demand, 25% off flights now." Fuck off, because I know they're not flying to where I need them to fly to. I thought you said the yellow pages, LOL. That's a while ago. Yellow pages still exist, my friend. We still get the yellow pages. They're still out there. Who the hell is Hamas boy? Yorker? The fuck, man? God damn it. Out here tempting fate. You're the kind of guy that goes, "Oh, look at him, man. He's pitching a perfect game, aren't you?" You're the member of the hospital staff that says, "It's been kind of slow tonight." Were you talking to me about videos? I don't believe so. Did you see Erica Kirk dressed as Sarah Connor? Maybe for Tommy's graduation from high school? Yes, I did see the video of Erica Kirk. It's a 9-minute video. I have it saved on my phone. Um, all in black with a black baseball cap, looking angry, s- scowling into the camera. And now I've got Candace Owens saying I killed my own husband. That is an insult to Sarah Connor. Santa Cruz, California. Yes, I just want to go home, is what she said. Prosser, Washington. Can you give us a general area in the state of Washington where that might be? Alaska, maybe for town? Maybe. We well, what isn't New Mexico's not really part of it, is it? It's just a family vacay. Although he views it as part of it. I should invite everybody that follows me to Tommy's graduation. He doesn't even want to party. He doesn't even want to party. By the way, Renee, have you reached out to our friend in town to let them know that our daughter out of town has not been ignoring them about the bag that's behind me? Does anyone know how to remove a bolt that has sheared off flush? Oh, that sucks. Um, you might be able to drill it out. You might be able to glue a piece to it and crank it out if you've got a strong enough glue. But generally speaking, I'm just going to be an asshole and say, don't do that anymore because that's a pain in the ass. Somebody says weld onto it and then what, like pull it out or unscrew it from the weld, weld a nut to what's left of it, weld a nut to it. A couple of people just telling you to weld a nut to it. There you go. And she was like, yeah, I didn't even think about it. Okay. As long as she knows that it's not just hanging out there. You know what I mean? It's for my office chair armrest. Well, then, yeah, you could just kind of fuck with it in any way, shape you can. You have the ability to weld a nut to it. Works every 60% of the time. It works every time. You want to try Panda Express's new spicy sweet and sour chicken? Yeah, I'd like to try that too. Scalamouche without the ability to weld. That's what I would have done. Some guy reported you to the FBI for putting 8647 on social media. Let him report people. This shit's getting out of control. Fuck this guy. Now I want Panda Express, says Goat. There is zero to grip onto. That's why you weld the nut onto it to grip onto it. If you weld a nut, oh, are you saying there's zero to weld it to? Panda Express gang here for the win. Here's what I like about Panda Express. Obviously, it has to begin with you have to like the food because if you don't like the food, it's not going to work anyway. But my God, do they give you, at least the last time I was there, massive portions? Like it's a decent chunk of food, right? They never work they know what it's like to work the service jobs. Weld in the center of the nut. There you go. You just don't have a drill. We should deliver Panda Express to the White House. Plenty of sodium. Yeah. Any fucking time now, Mother Nature. Panda Express would be considered too exotic for Trump. That's probably not a lie. Okay, let's wrap this last one up and put this away. She woke up and took me by the hand. She's gonna love me in my Chevy van, and that's all right with me. Once again, you gotta love a good old fashioned 70s classic rock song about fucking in a van. That's what they did back in the 70s, right? What are we singing about today? Fucking in my van. Awesome. The name of that song, by the way, is Chevy Van. I gave a girl a ride in my wagon. She climbed in and took control. Okay, so we're done with today's. Glamorous Frog says, thanks for the advice, everybody. Grabbed my first titty in a 64 Dodge Dart wagon. Jesus. This message is for Tom. Oh, Jesus Christ. Who the fuck wants it? Let's send me a message now. Yorker, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Agree with you wholeheartedly. Private. $29 of $30 have come over so far, so that's good. And then on the shorty shorts, pizza's there. Hey, hopefully it's pepperoni. Go enjoy it. Save me a slice. And on the shorty shorts, we have, before this live generates a 19 out of 19. Okay, so we're just waiting on one long to come over. God damn. I love it when a plan comes together. Ooh, nice numbers too. We got a bump up in views. Melania is jealous of her own younger self. I think that I don't know. So there's parts of me that say, she's just like him. She's just a grifting piece of shit like him. And then there are other parts of me that are like, can you imagine what it must be like to have to be married to that man to for whatever reason it is that she decided to marry him? Because I'm telling you, it wasn't for fucking love. You can't love something like that. Britney Spears is charged with driving under the influence. Why can't these fucking celebrities get past their demons? They have all the money and resources in the fucking world, and they can't get past their fucking demons. Melania, let me just double check something before I say this about Melania. Hang on. Give me 1 second to verify what is going on inside my head. Sorry. Okay. So what I was getting ready to say was accurate, but not by the magnitude that she lives a life now. People are saying that she being Melania Trump married Donald Trump for the money. Technically, Melania Trump was a millionaire when she met Donald Trump. When Melania Trump met Donald Trump, she had a net worth of $2 million from her modeling career. So she wasn't starving, but she wasn't living like she is post Trump. So there is something to be said, obviously, for the argument that she married Donald Trump for his money. Because it's impossible to love that thing. You cannot love it. And if you do love it, holy shit, are you fucking deranged? Yeah, burnt pizza gets 86. Somebody gets 86 from their job. Oh, yeah, all of it. He's just doesn't really matter why. To a degree, yeah, because they are portraying themselves as a loving couple. They're clearly not, and I don't think they ever were. Bill and Hillary Clinton portray themselves as a loving couple. I don't think that they're necessarily a loving couple at this point in time. I believe that they once were, many years ago. Whatever. It's a damn shame, you know? I mean, Trump and Melania have been together for what, a couple of decades? Bill and Hillary have been together for decades. What is this? So that's you, the lefty, who keeps posting stuff against Trump? Are you just now realizing that I post anti-Trump material? A little slow on the uptake, aren't you? Are you one of them people that post that anti-Trump stuff? You post all that. I figured it was you. Dadgummit. I've been looking for you. Motherfucker, I've been right here. The fuck? You know what that reminds me of? If somebody comes in here after what 15,000 videos and says so you're anti-Trump, that reminds me of when I had the landscape company and I would be taking a lunch break in the landscape truck, a big ass crew cab dually pickup truck with wood sides on the bed and a big old fucking name on the door that says Powell Landscaping and my phone number, and people would walk up to the window and go, "Hey, you do landscaping?" And I would go, "No, I'm a mobile manicure service." Probably loved Kamala. As an option against Trump? Yes, I did. Way to keep up. Oh, which reminds me, parents, make sure you monitor your children's internet activity. I was in a live stream yesterday, and the guy was stupid enough to say, if people would have gotten COVID if they did if people wouldn't have gotten COVID if they didn't watch, oh my goodness gracious. Make America great again. Sure. Why don't you go off and do that right now? Oh, Screwy coming in hot with the verbiage. Have to go to work. Take it easy, Carrie. The bots do find us from time to time. Amanda needs to have her children taken from you. MAGA 100%, and my children are MAGA as well. Oh, that's cute. Your children don't get to think for themselves. Interesting. Way to tell the world you're a piece of shit parent, I guess. Blue Kid 1980 MF. Thank you very much. How you doing? Shouldn't he be enlisting instead of in the comment section? Should be. Him and Barron Trump should be shoulder to shoulder. Of course, somebody named Trump fighting in the military is comical to begin with. Tom is a helper. I try to be. Actually, I don't try to be. I'm just fucking with you, but enjoy the $5 gas, Eric. You think Eric's actually old enough to drive? Don't you think Eric's parents are the ones that are going to have to enjoy that $5 gas? Yeah, Pete's testimony was really, really brutal. That one exchange, I did a video about it today. That one exchange was particularly insane when he was arguing that we had decimated the entirety of the nuclear capabilities of Iran. And that was after he said that we needed to do this war with Iran because a nuclear threat was imminent. And the member of Congress questioning him goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! You just said this, and yet you said that we wiped out their capabilities." And Pete Hegseth goes, "Yeah, but their intentions remain the same. They intended to build a nuclear weapon." Okay, motherfucker, I intend to go to Rome today. Doesn't mean it's gonna fucking happen. I can say I intend to run the Chicago Marathon. Doesn't mean it's gonna fucking happen. America, that's where I'm from. Trump is the greatest president. I drive a Grand Wagoneer, $200,000. What are you driving? Your mom, and now you're hidden. And hidden is the best part because you can still see, hear, and comment. We just can't hear you. By the way, tell your mom I said hi. Fucking clowns. What do I drive? I drive a 2021 Jeep Cherokee. Pretty much stripped down because it's the way I like it. No automatic radio buttons on the handle, no sunroof, no leather, but it's a nice ride. I like it. And no, it wasn't $200,000 because that's fucking stupid. It was well, I don't know how many. Was it 30, 40 something odd $1,000? I don't, whatever the fuck it was. Somebody says Eric probably lives in Bangladesh. Eric has been muted, so he's gone. He's hasta la bye bye. What happened with 86ing 47? Be more elaborate, please, Watchdog. Renee says 32,000 is what we paid for my car, which to me seems like a shit ton of money for a car. And when I go to buy my next car, I'm pretty sure I'm going to shit myself involuntarily. Flower girl, I understand what you're saying. The name of the stream, did someone say something? James Comey a year ago posted a picture on Instagram of seashells in the sand on the beach that spelled out 8647. Yesterday he got indicted for that as a threat to the president. Yeah, Jim Crow is back. There might be 3 or 4 Democratic seats left in the entire Deep South when this is all said and done with. What the Supreme Court ruled on the other day was the racial provision of the Voting Rights Act, which allows states to essentially redistrict their states based on racial lines and not give people of color the ability to challenge it, or at least not make it. It's not going to be very easy to challenge it, and you're probably going to lose. So Democratic representation in the Deep South just went goodbye, which is why California and Illinois are now talking about doing what's called a super gerrymander, where they just gerrymander every Republican district out of each state, which would put California at what is it? What do they have? 55 seats, 53 seats. So it'd be like 55 to nothing Democratic coming out of California. Same here in Illinois, because now you got Florida and Tennessee doing this. It's insane. What you're going to end up with is you're going to end up with, from a congressional standpoint, you're going to end up with a shit ton of nothing but red states and a shit ton of nothing but blue states, and it's going to really be like living in two different countries. We have another troll. Who's the troll now? Oh, I think I might have found him. LMAO, Jim Crow is back. What a joke. That's why y'all losing black vote. They don't see the disparity you keep swearing is there. Okay. When you guys actually get a majority of the black vote, then you let us know. But okay, if that's what helps you sleep at night. We already are living in two different countries. Yeah, it's going to be like very pronounced when this is all said and done with, because now everybody is just withdrawing into their corners really, really hard. And when Florida and Tennessee gerrymander all of the blue out of their states, and Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia gerrymander all of the blue out of their states, and in return, California and Illinois and possibly New York gerrymander all the red out of theirs, then we're just going to have a shit ton of fucked up representation. And that's not right. It's not right to the Republican people in the state of Illinois and California, and it's not right to the Democratic people in the states of Tennessee and Florida and elsewhere. It's just a fucked up path to go down. And keep in mind that the Democrats put a bill forward in Congress a few years ago saying, from a federal standpoint, we should ban partisan gerrymandering at the state level. And every Democrat voted for it, and every Republican voted against it. That's where we're at. So the Democrats are just going to have to continue to keep countering these bullshit moves by the Republicans. L. President Tubby? What? Oh, I must have missed a bit of a conversation while I was rambling away there. You're lighting a fat one right now? Right on. Trending now. Top viewed listing, 375,000, 1,592 square feet. Jesus fucking Christ. Guys, I'm going to need you to get my daily views up to about 10,000 a day. What would I do if I became president tomorrow? Figure out a way to explain to my wife how I ran for president without her fucking knowing about it. Because I'm going to tell you something, I'd have some fucking explaining to do. This is a cover charge to hang out at Tom's place, says Elcro. Thank you for the $2 donation. Thousand. I had gas at 3:30 yesterday. It's 490 this morning. Jesus fucking Christ. Pritzker is going to be running for president in 28. He's going to win the governor's mansion in November again, and then he's going to throw his head into the ring for 28. And he's going to be a significant player in the 2028 presidential election. He really is. Just tell Renee that you found a better house and she won't have to take care of it. No, 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 no. There will be no buying a house without Renee seeing it. And the only way that we build a house without Renee seeing it is if Renee looks at me and goes, listen, I trust you. You know what I want in a house. I can't make these decisions. I can't have this every day. Go build us a house. And then I'd go build a house that I think that she would like. And that's the only way that that shit happens. Now everybody's having a conversation back and forth about somebody named Kyle in the conversation in the comment section. Okay, so somebody is asking who would be a good successor for JB. You're talking about 2 years down the road, right? If JB threw his hat in the ring and won in 28, then he would become president in 29. Who would be a good successor? Who do I think is it might step up and ultimately be the successor? Rahm Emanuel. Rahm Emanuel. If Rahm Emanuel wants to throw his hat into the gubernatorial ring, I think that he would see a great success here. Or if he threw his hat into, and it's not for this cycle, obviously, a Senate campaign, I think that he would have great success. But we're going to end up with two Democratic senators when this is all said and done with. Tammy Duckworth is going to move up to be our senior senator here from Illinois. And I think that Rahm Emanuel is probably going to be eyeing the governor's house next. I don't know who this Kyle is. Rahm Emanuel's a hard ass. Rahm Emanuel was Obama's chief of staff, and he's a hard ass. I often say that the South should be let go. And I listen. They don't want to be in. They don't want to live in the same country as us. They don't. They've wanted to secede from the country since the Civil War days. Maybe it's time that we give um, the southern states the ability to secede. I don't know. I don't know if that's the right answer or not. But they don't want to live with us. We don't want to live with them, and I don't see it getting better. Here's when I see it getting better. Like when my kids, like Maggie, not Ashley's kids, but like Maggie's having her first son here coming up soon. When he's in high, by the time he gets to high school, I think that you might start to see things kind of begin to get put back to where they should be. 214-0214. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Would it be called Central America then? I don't know what the fuck it would be called. Trumpistan. Who the fuck gives a shit what they call themselves? You know what I mean? That's correct. High schoolers right now don't know a time before Trump in politics. Their view of American politics is Trumpism. How fucked up is that? Kids that are going into high school, right? This is or in the early high school. This is their whole political life that they're aware of is Trumpism. Philip, thank you very much for the $10 donation. If we want change, we must organize at our local Dem parties and make them stronger. Yes. You only fix this from inside, not from outside. And guys, I understand that people jump into politics in their 50s, and I've had people ask me a million times, "Hey, you got a lot of years left. Why don't you jump into office?" No, no. I I I will talk about politics. I will give you the honest truth about politics. I'll give you my opinion about politics. I'll help uh, endorse or even speak for candidates in some instances. I'll go on. People want me on their podcast. Well, fucking let's go. Let's have a conversation. But no, no. I am enjoying the private sector right now, and that's where I want to stay. I want to be able to be in a position where I can get in the I can look at my wife and go, "Let's go see the kid," and get in the car and go. "Let's go see the grandkids. Let's get in the car and go." Now, I work on my own schedule, so I prevent myself sometimes from doing that, but my schedule is also it's not that far out of the realm of reality, what given the fact that we have a dog and a 14-year-old, so we can't just go. We do have to do a little planning. Somebody's got to come sit with the dog or sit with the kid and the dog, yada yada yada. But yeah, I don't want to be beholden to committees and constituents. And I no, no. And I'm gonna be completely blunt with you and be my capitalistic self. There's not enough fucking money in it for what I would do on a local level. No fucking money in that. Most of your food is grown in red states. That's not necessarily true. The two largest ag receipt producing states in the country are blue states. They're California and New Jersey. And a good deal of agricultural products that are grown in many of those sweeping red states are grown, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are grown for exports. But you have said people like AOC don't have enough experience, but also it's time to hand over the millennials and Gen Zers. Yes, some people in those eras do have experience, in those generations do have experience, and some don't, and they're going to get more experience as they continue to be in office and control the levers of power. But no, I don't think that AOC is ready. I think that AOC is just she's not there. Should the South be given to Mexico instead? Well, they would just declare their independence from Mexico immediately anyway, and then there'd be some kind of a civil war or whatever down there. But man, that would be fucking fantastic, wouldn't it? Yo, my guy, sorry, my gal. There's no man running Mexico at this point in time. These states over here, you want them? Orale, they're coming your way. How many millions of people were too apathetic to vote? Millions enough that it swung an election. Millions enough that it swung a goddamn election. Mexico has universal health care. Yes, they do. Give the South to Iran just for a laugh. Mexico elected a female president, but meanwhile, here in the US, exactly. I can't even begin to fit into my head how different this country would be had Hillary Clinton won. 86-47. Get the president out of office. You ever been 86th from a job? You've been fired? You ever been 86th from a restaurant or a movie theater? Hey, get the fuck out of here. We don't want you in here, right? 80, get him out of the office. 25th Amendment, impeachment, something. Nebraska is almost all agriculture, as is Iowa. Mexican tacos would be closer in that instance. Yeah, I had the last time we had tacos last night, and then I had the last taco that was left over today, and it was tasty, but it was just a taco, and that's unfortunate. No, it was not a threat. It was that. This case is going to get tossed out of court, but it is still uh, a dangerous precedent when the president of the United States can order his Justice Department to prosecute an American civilian, American citizen, for posting a meme he didn't like. That is a dangerous place to be in America. Biden was bound. They used to do these tailgate covers for your pickup truck with a picture on it, and there was one. There were always of a politician laying down with their hands and feet bound in a gag, right? And there was Biden, there was Pelosi, there was Hillary, there was Bill Clinton, there was Kamala. There were all there was Elizabeth Warren, and they all laughed at all of that. 4:15. Okay. Politics will I think that politics will die down severely once Trump is gone because he adds a level of insanity to it. But politics never stop, and there never stop being crazies in politics. I love Chinese food, but Panda Express blows. I mean, listen, it's everybody's got their right to their own opinion, and you are entitled to be wrong. I've never seen one of those here in Oklahoma. Thank God. Sounds like some Texas, Arkansas, Alabama shit. I think you should go back to Greenbow, Alabama. Remember when politics didn't matter that much? I think politics always mattered. I just don't think people paid attention for the longest period of time. Panda Express is good usually, just got to catch them at the right time when things you want are fresh. Politics always matter. Stay away from the deep fried stuff at Panda. You'll be fine. I love how Panda Express is always mentioned on this stream. It's that good. You just quoted Forrest Gump with Tom Hanks and Sally Field. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And can we be honest with one another about that movie? Jenny was a real fucking problem. She was a real she had a rough life, and she's got a reason to be a real fucking problem. I'm not saying she doesn't, but she was a real fucking problem. You come back to Forrest only after he makes all the money and he's sitting there on millions. Come on, Jenny, you are the fucking Grandpa Joe of that movie. Shame on you, Jenny. Shame on you. You know, no, I have not rewatched Forrest Gump on YouTube this month. People just used to be a lot more respectful when discussing anything political. It's not even that they were more respectful because it's gotten less and less respectful since the Reagan era. But like, I'm 54 years old. Growing up, I didn't know really too much about my parents' political viewpoints. It was not discussed. It wasn't constantly in front of us. Now, granted, we didn't have electronic devices that constantly fed us the news of the hour, the news of the minute, nonstop, 24 hours a day. You always get half fried rice, half chow mein, sweet fire chicken, and teriyaki chicken, or the steak with mushrooms. Or no, he said the steak with mushrooms and shit. Yeah, the last time I was there, I got some type of chicken. And listen, I was actually kind of somewhat pleasantly surprised by the egg roll. Listen, nowhere near a restaurant quality egg roll, obviously, but fast food is the fast version of the real food, and this is a fast food version of an egg roll, but it's not horrible, you know? You like the green bean chicken? Could you describe the green bean chicken from Panda Express? What like Panda Express at Denver Airport is dope as fuck. I don't like Panda Express egg rolls. I get better egg rolls at the gas station up the road. Well, that escalated quickly. That like really got out of control fast. Some think things turn with Reagan, others say it changed with Obama. Um, I think it began with Reagan and it kind of reached this fever pitch with Obama. What is the one video that hasn't come over yet? Fucker. Um, it began with Reagan because prior to Reagan, there weren't like heavily religious and social issues at the forefront of politics. Um, Reagan was the first one to figure out, like we talked about before, how to use the conservative right as a voting bloc. And so Reagan brought all of those Christian nationalists into the Republican Party. And then the policies stopped being just about don't take my money, keep my taxes low, don't take my guns, bomb the fuck out of the brown people. Then it became more than that. It became abortion, it became gay rights, it became trans issues, it became all kinds of things that were religious in nature for them. And then since then, it's gotten nuttier and nuttier and nuttier. The Reagan Republicans eventually morphed into the Tea Party Republicans, and that morphed into the MAGA Republicans. Gas station sushi is something you should definitely stay away from. There's some damn good gas station pizza, actually, a few really good gas station burgers. But if you eat gas station sushi, then you got what you got coming to you. I think I might be good without the psycho soy sauce. I'm good with just regular soy sauce. You guys are making me want fucking Chinese food now. God damn it! The fuck gas station nachos. I mean, I've had some that are decent, but nothing that I'm like, we got to get to this fucking gas station. Like people want to go to Casey's to get a slice of pizza. Nobody wants to go to a gas station for the nachos. They get nachos while they're there, but that's it. The extent of that. Well, see, yeah. So in the '60s, you had women burning their bras, people burning their draft cards. This era of free love and revolution in the country, and that's what I think led to Reagan realizing that if we tapped into this old conservative vein with the Republican Party, then we could kind of tell them from a legislative standpoint that well, we don't just agree with you that these filthy hippies shouldn't be in your neighborhood, we're going to do something about it legislatively, that kind of shit. Is this a Panda Express street? Okay, we got to stop talking about Panda Express, guys. Jesus fuck. Oh, the satanic panic was insane. And that wasn't liberals or conservatives. I mean, Al Gore's wife, Al Gore, Bill Clinton's vice president, his wife led the PMRC, the Parent Music Resource Center, I think it was called. They were the ones that wanted to put those labels on the albums in the '80s. Warning, explicit lyrics. And we had all those congressional hearings and testimonies and whatnot, what have you. And they wound up getting the right to put those little labels on albums. And then what it turned into was kids wanted those albums more. Now, if you had that little sticker on there, now you were guaranteed to fucking sell. So now people were saying shit on albums to get that fucking sticker. Yeah, the three big names that testified in the congressional hearing was Frank Zappa, John Denver, and Dee Snider, the lead singer of Twisted Sister. It's a hell of a funky group, huh? Everybody looked for those lyrics, those tags back in the day. Dee Snider walking into a congressional hearing in blue jeans, tight ass blue jeans, a t-shirt, like a tank top t-shirt, and a denim vest, I think it was, or maybe it was a full jacket with that fucking big hair and a piece of paper folded up that he had written words on. And then he sat down at that congressional hearing and started reading that paper. And holy shit, everybody was like, God damn, I wasn't expecting that. And Dee Snider fucking told those boys and gals on that congressional hearing, what the fuck is what? And he specifically took it right to um, Tipper Gore, Al Gore's wife. So some fucking was it him or was it Frank Zappa that referred to her as a bored housewife that had too much time on her hand? Oh, they were like, "Who the fuck are you to determine what our lyrics should be?" It's a gloomy ass day in Chicagoland. I don't know. I've been in here working all day. Today was my work day. Frank Zappa was extraordinarily politically aware. Frank Zappa was warning about the onset of fascism in America long before anybody like he would talk about fascism coming to America and they would be, "Oh, come on, Frank." Yeah, he was right. He was right. Fascism has arrived here. 425. How do I feel about the Illinois Senate race? Oh, it's locked up. The Democrat's going to win. She's going to win. There's no fucking done and done. Illinois is going to have two women of color, two women senators. You're going to have a black woman and an Asian woman in Tammy Duckworth. Our representation is going to be in the Senate is going to be 100% female, 100% liberal, and 100% people of color coming from this state. It's what it's going to be. Frank Zappa definitely did not give a fuck. No, DEI needs to stop. So, do you understand what DEI is? Can you explain it to me? Can you articulate in your brain from your brain to us what DEI is? You played wet t-shirt night at your talent show? Jesus Christ. Yes, Watchdog. Yes. You're 70 and you don't give a fuck? Sorry, I'm just waiting to see if he comes back with a response here. Guys, if you could please tap the fuck out of the screen for the little bit of period of time we have left, that would be greatly appreciated. And then I'll probably go live tonight while Renee's working on videos. Um, because that's what I'll do. I'll just hang out here and go live. What is wrong with diversity, equity, inclusion? Nothing is. I'm surprised she could spell DEI. Jesus Christ. Are you talking about the firing of Chief Chaplain? No, I'm not. DEI is awesome. Fuck yeah. Somebody New Yorker says. Uh BB is 86 inches deep in 47. Wow, a lot of smug pricks in here. Are you the one that I asked to elaborate on DEI? Hang on. Yeah. Okay, so you don't like smug pricks. Can you answer the question? So you're attacking people in here right now, but you're not answering my question. Can you elaborate as to what you think DEI is? Well, if you did, I didn't see it. It didn't come through. So how about you do it again? Just copy and paste. Read back, idiot. Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. Now you're hidden. Problem solved. Jesus fucking Christ. Are you really that fucking stupid? You think that the host of the show isn't going to just fucking jettison you? The fuck? I did. But you did. So go fuck yourself. Where are we at now? No, we had another troll. He's gone now. Oh no, engaging with them is what I built my platform off of. Engaging with them is actually what a lot of people tell me they want to see more of. Jettison is a great word, and so rarely do you get to use it in a sentence. No, I am completely out of fucks to give about your goddamn feelings. I don't fucking care. You want to know whose feelings I give a shit about? I give a shit about my wife's feelings and my family's feelings. The other however many billion strangers that are on the planet, whatever. Have a good day. Don't have a good day. I'm not. I don't have time to worry about everybody's feelings. Regarding wet T-shirt contests, with women's, it's like the girl came in first and third. Jesus fucking Christ! I should have a stream moderator named George Jettison. Well, thank you, Alcro. I thought us liberals were all about feelings. Not me. Oh, I'm sorry, Brian. Did I miss something? Was it me or somebody else? Oh, you're talking to somebody else, I think. Alternative facts. Yeah, can we get past the alternative facts era of our politics? Tom Waits is okay. Just nostalgic. Yeah. Oh, let me check something real quick. This last one is not going to come over, and I'm going to have to go through 29 fucking longs to figure out which one fucking long didn't come over, isn't it? Oh, that's going to piss me off. Yep, still sitting on 29. You summon a bitch. You summon a bitch. All right, let's see how many people voted in the poll today. Baked Alaska? That's when you get stoned in Alaska. 22,000 of you have voted today. on the question, do you think James Comey threatened the president's life with his post? We are at 99% no and 1% yes. All righty then. The 1% is blue shirt guy. Wow, these folks remember. Thank you for the gold coin. I appreciate that. There's nowhere to play in Alaska. Who the fuck voted yes? I don't know. It's probably the trolls. Do you think Trump will willingly leave office? Um, I think honestly, I think it's a 50-50 chance that he does. I think there's a 50-50 chance that, and it's very fucked up to even say it from that perspective, but I think there's a 50-50 chance that he goes, yeah, fuck you, I'm not leaving. And he views the army as his own personal security force, and he tries to roll troops in. 50-50 chance. Well, he did leave voluntarily the first time. The difference is he knows that he can't run again after this one. I don't know that the ballroom is going to be done before he would be out of office. Will the military have to drag him out? God, I hope so. If it comes to that, I hope that there's footage of them dragging this fucking piece of shit out. And you remember in 2016 when he used to tell his crowd, they used to rough up a guy like that, so knock the hell out of him, and I'll pay your. I hope that if they have to go in and drag him out, they need to get a little physical with him. The military, like he said, throw him in the back of the paddy wagon and get rough with him. Remember that back in 2016? I hope that comes back to bite him in the ass. I hope he goes and hides like the coward bitch that he is, and they have to go in and get his ass. And when they do, he comes out. They drag him out, kicking, screaming, and crying after they because he put up a fight. You know what I mean? More name calling. Are you fucking serious right now, Mike? Are you fucking serious? Yeah, that might be the way to do it, though. Just sedate him. Go in with a tranquilizer gun. Thump. It's like a blow dart. Oh, man. Having said that, I do need to go get ready. So we will talk again later.